Hey everyone, today is all about Japanese street cars and I've got 18 JDM cars for you today and they are all free. All the links are in the description. A big shout out to all the modders that have been included today and the ones that have helped with the mods. They're the guys that don't sometimes get the front page but do lots of work in the background. As ever, do check out the rest of the channel. Over 300 Assetto Corsa mod guides and tutorials on there. And if you're looking for the latest sim racing or motorsport news, head over to simrace247.com, one of our partners. And if we are going to look at all of these amazing cars today, we do also need a track to race them around. So let's take a look at our first mod, and that is this one. You've just seen it in the intro. This is Tokyo R246 by Esprit 3905. This is a conversion from a track in Gran Turismo from 2008. It's 3.2 miles long and 24 pits. The conversion is done really well. This is a great looking track and it's also a very interesting track. And remember, we've got some very high powered cars to see today. Some of the cars today are over 1,000 brake horsepower. So we've seen the track that we're going to be looking at. Let's take a look now at the first car. And we're starting out at number 1 with something very special. This is the Toyota Supra Zesty tuned from 1998. It's actually a Dennis Plinke original mod and Zesty is tuned over the top of that. So this car has 700 brake horsepower. It goes 232 miles an hour. The Zesty tune bits include new intercooler, Recaro seats, rework suspension, new anti-roll bars, launch control. You get the idea. It's got lots of add-ons on it and all of the cars today are very heavily tuned apart from maybe one or two. This is a really good mod to start on. This is a high quality design inside and out. So do remember guys, all the links are in the description and that will be their number in the video and what they're called. Next up we have this awesome Nissan R31 Skyline. Now this is by Nexema. It's a version 1.1 and the car is from 1986. 374 brake horsepower, 465 Newton meters. It weighs approximately 1300 kilograms. This will do over 150 miles an hour and 0 to 60 very respectable, just over 5 seconds. More modders have been included in this one. As I said at the beginning, a lot of these mods, people help from all around the scene. So the custom sound is from Tripled Sevens and also there's been some help from Affini on this. It comes with 10 skins and I think this would be great around SHUTOKO, just my personal view. Okay, next up we have at number 3 this Nissan GTR 35 Rocket Bunny. This is by Hitachi Media and Bucket Rain. Now this is my featured mod today and remember my featured mods are just the ones that I really like and I think there's a lot of detail included in them. So this has got over 1,000 brake horsepower, 194 miles an hour, 3.2 seconds 0 to 60. The car is from 2021. It's a T-Spec performance car, so it's got carbon spoiler, forged wheels, and yes, it's an absolute monster. As you can see on the extra buttons as well, there's some cool things like lowering down the suspension, opening the doors and opening the hood so you can see that fantastic engine. So this is my featured mod for today. I think this is going to be amazing around SHUTOKO again. If you've not got this, do check the links down below in the description. Next up and at number 4 on our list, we've got a Subaru Impreza 22B, but this is not your standard 22B. This is the Hell Spec from 1998 and this is by Diablo. So this comes with 400 brake horsepower, 513 Newton meters of torque, 168 miles an hour top end. It weighs just over 1,240 kilograms. This comes with 11 skins and I really like this Dragon Ball Z one. This was real fun to drive around this circuit. So this is another Subaru 22B to add to your collection. The interior is done really well on this as well. So thanks to the modder and anybody involved in this car. Okay, we're already up to number 5 and we can't have a list or a collection like this without a Mazda MX5. But this is not your standard MX5, this is a turbo version from 1993. So this has got a bolt-on turbo which now gives it 248 brake horsepower. It only weighs 950 kilograms, no wonder these cars are so popular. giving it a top speed of 137 miles an hour. This has got an additional turbo in it. Obviously it's got wider tyres, it's got new brakes, coilovers, new anti-roll bars, and it's also got a 6-speed gearbox. Real good fun to drive yet again, and that's the big important part about all of these cars, so do check this out. Today we don't have a sponsor, but we do have a sister channel. Hey everyone, exciting news! SirSpats Gaming now has a sister channel, and that is SirSpats Racing, with the link on the screen now. Not only will there be more Assetto Corsa content, but also for lots of other sim racers and drivers, including BenQ, Wreckfest, Forza Gran Turismo, R-Factor, Automobilista, Dirt Rally, ACC iRacing, and lots more. SirSpats Racing will be all about driving and giving you guys the best content for all of your favourite sim racers and drivers. The channel will always be about what you want to see and your suggestions, so if you want to come along for the ride, click on the link and check out more content from SirSpats. Thank you so much already for all the support on SirSpats Racing, I really appreciate it. Okay, at number 6 on the list we have this awesome Honda S2000 Street. This is from 2004 and this is by Jaskier. It's at version 1. 420 brake horsepower, 400 newton meters of torque, 146 miles an hour and 0 to 60 in just over 6 seconds. Many modders have been included in this and all of them are in the car description. The base car is from Gran Turismo, but just look how gorgeous this car looks. Absolutely brilliant. I love the paintwork on it. Definitely one to add to your collection. Next up, and at number 7 we have the Nissan Silvia S13 Origin Naoki. This is by Aiden. This car is absolutely awesome. There's lots of extras on this, so do check out the description again in the car description in Content Manager. This has got 333 brake horsepower, 418 newton meters of torque. It's incredibly fast, but it is very drivable too. I just love the amount of work that all of these modders put into the engine sound. It's really great. As you can see by pressing the extra buttons, you can take off bits of bodywork, which is novel. Inside it looks really good, very well done. Do like that handbrake, and of course the skin, you can't miss it. Really great car. Do add this to your collection. We're now on to number 8, and this is a very special car. This is the Muse Nismo 380 RS from 2008, and this is by Dr. M5. So 386 brake horsepower, 400 newton meters of torque, 0 to 65 seconds. It's a Gran Turismo 6 model. 300 of these limited edition real cars were actually produced, and this is based on the Z33 Fairlady. But obviously, as well as all the racing parts that Nismo put on, Muse then refined further, and that means even more refinement and lighter parts. What do you get at the end of it? Well, you get a very, very fast car. And do remember, all the links again are in the description in order that these cars are in the video. Next up, and at number 9, we have this Nissan Silvia TW Spec from 2019. This is by TW and Mfini. It's 356 brake horsepower, 402 newton meters. This car will do 170 miles an hour, 0 to 60 a very, very quick 4.5 seconds. There are many tuned parts on this car, including coilovers, a limited slip diff, new brakes, ECU, intake, exhaust. You get the idea. Interior wise, it looks absolutely spot on. 10 skins with it. Really cool car, the Nissan Silvia. That's at number 9. And the last car in this section on our list is this one. This is the Nissan Skyline R32 DW Spec by Dimitri. This has got 330 brake horsepower, 412 newton meters of torque, 162 miles an hour top end, and 0 to 60 in over 5 seconds. This is a drift workshop project. Physics are by Dimitri. It's got coilovers, limited slip diff, and 8 skins with it. Lots more extras in there. I think the skin looks gorgeous too. So this is the last one in this section, the Nissan Skyline R32. So that's the main section of cars done, but I'm going to do something a little bit different here. I do like to support all modders, big and small. So this is a selection of cars from Motanix. Now what he's done is put together a fast and furious selection of cars. So this is the Nissan Maxima 247 brake horsepower 3-litre V6. The next one on the list is the Honda Civic 481 brake horsepower 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds. And of course all of these cars were driven in the Fast and Furious movies. The next car is the RX-7 444 brake horsepower 1312 kilograms, incredibly fast. I love the neons on it and the attention to detail. So if you are wanting to create that Fast and Furious look in any of your sim racing, these are the cars for you. So do remember to drop on the link below to download these. Next up we have this Mitsubishi Lancer. Now of course this was driven by Brian in Too Fast Too Furious. So this has got 276 brake horsepower, 374 Newton meters of torque, over 150 miles an hour and 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds. Next up we have this Nissan 350Z, 286 brake horsepower. This is from Tokyo Drift, 155 miles an hour and 0 to 60 in 6 seconds. Do remember also guys, these are still mods that are work in progress, so there's still more work being done on them. Next up we have this Nissan Skyline R35. This is Brian's car again from Fast and Furious 4, 325 brake horsepower and 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds. Next up, and this is probably my favourite in all of these, this is the Toyota Supra 690 brake horsepower. This is from Too Fast Too Furious again, and 0 to 60, well, it's just very, very quick. It's got massive upgrades on it. And then the last car is not a JDM car. I thought I'd sneak it in because it's a really cool car out of these films as well. And that is this Volkswagen Jetta VR6. Now, of course, this is Jesse's car where he loses the drag race and then drives off into the distance. So this is a Volkswagen, but who's really counting? There is another RX-7 in the pack that I haven't shown in the video. So please do give the modder a lot of love for all the work he's put into this. I know there's still bits of them that need to be improved, but when you look at the cars, there's so much detail. So all of the cars, the boot and bonnet opens and you can see the engine and obviously all that important nitrous oxide in the boot. Thank you so much for Motanix for letting me showcase these. Really good stuff. Guys, that's the end of the video. I can't thank you enough for all the support that you constantly give in on the channel. I'm trying to produce the best videos for you, and so if you do want to see something, do let me know in the comments. Do click on that subscribe button to get notified of all the latest releases on Sir Spats Gaming, and if you like the video, giving it a thumbs up really helps me out with YouTube. Thanks so much and see you soon, guys.